Who's the toughest dude in the league to guard right now, in your opinion?
You gotta be.
Welcome back to the OG podcast with the OG himself, UD. Happy to have our boy here, Bam, the number 14th pick overall in the 2017 draft, a gold medal in 2020,
Yeah.
two-time NBA All-Star,
Yeah.
four-time defensive team, which, by the way, we'll talk about as we get going, where we're going to next. The next defensive player of the year.
Should have been defensive player of the
That's
year
right, already.
Damn
Bam, welcome to the set, man. We're happy to have you. Appreciate you coming in, man.
I ain't got to shake his hand. I just seen him yesterday.
Okay,
That
well,
is a
don't
fact.
shake his hand.
And we got a
then.
special handshake.
That's supposed to be your vet.
That's my guy.
That's my
I
dog.
appreciate it. Hey, thank you. Thank you for not big timing me like a lot of other people I know. But I'm going to get to y'all later. Y'all know who y'all are.
Hey, let me get into it, man. And it's just, when you got in the league, what was it like to be UD's rookie?
Damn.
I'm just
That's how
asking.
you going to start it?
I mean, you got to find out. Because he was my rookie at Florida, just
So
so
you
you
just
know.
said, first
He was
of
my
all,
rookie at Florida.
I was never your rookie. We came in together,
Oh.
and I protected you.
Oh,
But we're
okay.
going to get into that story later, too.
All right. What was it like being UD's rookie? Don't let him come in here and squash it.
I ain't had nothing to do with them questions, Bam.
All right. Let me see. Man, being UD's rookie. I couldn't talk back because it was an hour conversation.
Sounds about right.
What else? If I wasn't the first person there to get towels, it was an hour conversation.
So he's a great vet. You were a great vet.
Listen,
In a sense, yeah. But the hour conversation was most of it was cursing.
I curse a lot.
It'd be 52 minutes of cursing, and then the other 8 would be like, "Yeah, but you did that good, well, young fella. You know this, that, and the third." Being his rookie,
just so you know,
I ain't have to really do nothing though. I'll say that my rookie year wasn't that bad because I won't playing, but he used to have to talk me off that cliff because I used to be ready to hurt Spo.
Yeah, because you wanted to both.
Yeah, because I wanted to play, and Spo wouldn't play me. So that I wasn't used to.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That to me, for all the young kids coming up, look at what you've done in your career. All these guys want to play right away.
Hey,
That's
hold
why I tell you, vets like that, man, that's super important.
I
'cause
got
these
one
young
thing, though.
Go ahead.
One thing you and Mike had in common. Y'all both wanted to hurt Spo.
Man, listen. Man, listen.
He grow on me. I love him now.
One thing you and Bam had in common. Y'all both wanted to hurt Spo.
I love Spo to death, but dog, I could have beat him up every day.
I mean, we all went through that. That's so you know, we all went through that. When you're a competitor and you want to be out there and you want to play, and you know the coach is obviously making decisions. That's who get most of the. That's why they get the big bucks.
That's right.
That's why they get the big bucks. That's why they get paid to handle that. They manage that and deal with all that. So I probably wanted to whip his ass too. I ain't gonna lie. But it's all out of love, man.
I
Look
done
at the
got mad
success.
again.
You got mad
I
again?
done got mad
You
again.
filed it up?
Man,
We
done
fueled
fired me
back
up. Man, used to have me sitting over there. One time, we was in L.A. It's 30 seconds before halftime.
He put you in. Then
This man said, "Bam, get in." I look at it, I said. So I check in. Blake is still on the team. Blake comes down, do some athletic crazy, and it goes in. Halftime ends. Didn't see the court rest of the game. So at halftime,
I remember this.
first clip, you know, the first clip that's up there is me getting scored on. So I'm like, bro, you put me in for 30 seconds.
oh, that's a halftime clip.
Yes.
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 You played 30 seconds of your first
30
clip of that?
seconds.
It made the highlight the wrong way. It made the highlights
Hey,
the
for
wrong
all
way.
y'all guys that don't know, every time you go on a halftime, they bring out the halftime edits. The fact that you were a halftime edit with 30 seconds of playing time is pretty impressive.
I'll never forget it. 32.8. I looked at that man, I said,
The man know the time to the
Yeah, he
second.
does.
32.8.
That's how you know he's serious, bro.
I look.
That's how you know he's serious.
Bro, I said, nah, man. He ain't. And you know you can't say no.
No,
Because I ain't played, so I'm
can't
like,
do that.
was like, damn, I'm finna get out there, get me a bucket, something, toss me something up. Man, that man, and you just go to the locker room. First edit, bucket. And I'm like,
let me just explain something about the Miami Heat. We gonna let you hear about it. If you get scored on, we gonna let you hear about it. Yeah. If you get cooked, we gonna let you hear about it. Now, with that being said, my man only got in 32 seconds. That wasn't his fault.
Gonna let you hear about it.
That wasn't his fault, but he had to hear about it. He had to hear about it.
It happens to the best of them.
I'm gonna be the guy that's probably gonna let you hear about it the most. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I do. You know what I mean? But it's all out of love. I always want the best for these guys. So what you don't understand is through all that cussing, there's a message.
That's what I'm saying. So that actually goes to it. So outside of cussing, what did you learn from him, being his teammate?
Man, disciplines, character, how to move outside of basketball, and then obviously think about the financial battle that a lot of guys coming in as a rookie, you have to understand. You can't just blow your money.
Yeah.
Because you don't know when you're going to get that back.
Hell no. You know how it is to make millions out here?
So it was just all those life lessons. And, obviously the basketball came with it. But for the most part, man, it was really, and I tell people all the time, me and UD don't have basketball conversations often. It's usually life.
That's right.
Business. And then it's jokes.
And most of them come from him. But I will say this, like, obviously, you know what I'm saying? It's easy because he got an old soul. He about 45, people don't really know, in his soul. He go home, he in bed by 9:30. He up early. He's always on time. I've never seen nobody more on time at his age than him. He's always on time. He beat me there. I'm going to be there right on time. I'm going to give you what you know. If you get an hour, I'm going to get you an hour. If he got to be there an hour, he going to get there 20 minutes early. You know what I'm saying? The relationship that he has, he's well raised. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into that. You know what I'm saying? Coming from nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
let's talk about that for a second.
He values all that, so he make it easy for me. You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk about that for a second, though. Like, coming from nothing, because I think that's the real stories, right?
Yeah.
Like, to me, reality situation is, having OGs around like UD in the locker room to help you understand it's not just basketball, it's life and raising and doing money. Because a lot of us that come through it, obviously, and everyone comes up differently, is you come from nothing. How do you manage it once you have it? And your story to me is dope, right?
I stayed in the trailer. I stayed in the projects in the hood, but damn, boy.
What I'm saying, stay in the trailer.
I don't know if I could have managed in the trailer.
And I've seen that story. So, like, talk to me about.
You stayed in the mansion in South Dakota, so you can
That's a fact.
You can relate to all of us.
Listen, man, this ain't about me.
Okay, cool.
All right, see, I think that story's dope, though, for real. Like, coming from that and then going to Kentucky and doing what you did and then now having where you're at. Like, talk to us about, like, that, kind of that journey and what it was like for you.
Man, my mom was the definition of, like, my OG growing.
Shout out, Mom.
Shout out, Mom, for real.
I always talk about, I'm a visual learner. Mm-hmm. And visually growing up, my mom was the first person to teach me how to be disciplined, how to be on time. So, like, going through all these situations in life, my mom has taught me prior proper planning prevents piss poor performance.
Damn.
Wow.
Okay, preach now.
Write that down.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Why you ain't never told me that before until you get on here and you say you never said that? As long as I know you prior proper. Can you say that again?
No.
Prior
see how you
proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Piss poor performance promotes pain.
I love that. That's crazy.
So
never dropped that on me until
at a young age, like, my mom never drove. My mom used to walk to work.
Okay.
So
real.
What's she driving now? I bet she ain't walking no more.
My mom still don't drive.
She got a driver, kid.
Yeah, my mom
She got a driver.
Okay, my bad.
I see her at the gym every morning.
I love
her
it.
driver wait for her. And she got a driver.
Yeah, so she walked to work. So obviously when you walk to work, you got to plan 4, 5, 6 things ahead. My mom used to wake up at 5:30. She'll wake me up at 6:15. She'll cook me breakfast. By that time, I'll take a shower, do what I gotta do. I eat breakfast. By the time I get done eating breakfast, my mom's out the door by 6:45. And I'm sitting, because we, public school.
Yeah.
I gotta walk to the corner because my bus didn't drive and pick me up, so I got to walk to the end of the street. By that time, 7 o'clock, I'm at the front of the street, and I'm waiting for the bus. I get out of school at like 3:15, get home at like 3:30. My mom don't get off till 7. So it was like, I had to figure out how to eat.
So what you were doing for them couple hours before mama went home?
First of all,
True.
my mom had that one rule. Don't let nobody in my house. If anybody knock on the door, don't open the
answer that door.
Don't answer that door. And don't break nothing in the house. Now, obviously, don't break nothing in the house meant I'm by myself, so I'm going to break some shit.
Yeah.
So whatever that may be, I might break something depending on what it is. But she just taught me so many life lessons off of just her being my visual person. Like, I seen it every single day. Like, she was never late. She was always on time. She had to go through the ups and downs of, obviously, with the minority. So she had to go through that battle of, you know, getting our hours cut, how she gonna make ends meet. Like, me and my mom both lived off of $12,000 a year.
Cheers, mama.
Fact.
Mom's a real one.
Cheers, mama.
Mom's a real
I
one.
play Dear Mama from
Mom's a
Tupac
real
right
one.
now.
Mom's a real one.
So just having that person that was, you know, disciplined, had character, held me to a standard, but also gave me the love that I needed and the support that I needed. She was my OG growing up. So now it's routine at this point. Like, I calculate my days. If I gotta be at the gym at 9:30, I'm leaving my house at 8:15, 8:30. Like, it's to the T now.
Man, early for everything.
And she taught me work ethic. Like, my mom never stopped hustling. Like, anything she could get, like anything to put food on the table, clothes on my back, like extra hours, her hours get cut, she'll do extra stuff. Like, I used to go to the store, dribble my basketball up the street, go to the store, put my basketball in the corner where the carts are, and I used to bag groceries for free.
I love it.
Like,
For free.
Like, just my
dope.
mom would call me and be like, "Look, it's a busy day. I need your help. Come bag these groceries." This is indentured servant stuff now that I think about it. I was out here doing bagging groceries for nothing.
So it's easy to say life was way different when you got NIL at Kentucky when NIL wasn't even legal, right?
Man, I wish I could have got a taste of NIL. Listen, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, we ain't got to talk about that. He got the NIL before NIL was legal.
We ain't got to get into that because I'm sure he got some stories to tell too. I was with
Who's
school.
that?
Hoover did. I'm talking about you. But yeah. So
how you choose Kentucky then?
My assistant coach, Kenny Payne, talked to
KP.
me. KP, dog. Love
Shout
him
out
to death.
KP.
Shout out my
Real
man
one.
KP, dog. But, like, he was honest with me. That's the only thing I asked for. I said, honesty, and we gonna work. There was
That's
two things in college. And he told me the real. Him and Kyle. We not guarantee you playing time.
Yes. That don't happen no more, Coach.
Yeah, and it don't happen no more. We're not guarantee you playing time. You gotta work for it. And then, honestly, if you do what you gotta do in 8 months, you gone. Psst, see you later.
So-
that's all I need to hear.
So I've heard this before. So basically, it is like a situation when you come to Kentucky where they're not expecting you to be there 4 years. They're not expecting you to be there long. You know what I'm saying? They understand that you're obviously what you're capable of, and they want to get you to that point and move on. It's not really a situation where you plan on being there 3 or 4 years.
When I went through it, it was frowned upon if you was a sophomore, junior, senior at Kentucky. It was frowned upon. Yeah, this
I went to
was.
school 4 years. They would have been fucking.
Yeah,
out of there.
We'd have frowned on him, huh?
Yeah. We would have looked at you and been like, "Hey, man, why you still here?
What you been doing?
All this paper in this world, you ain't gonna get that."
I wasn't getting that bag like y'all was early before
Man,
the NIL
listen.
deals.
I ain't getting none of that.
Before the NIL.
I don't know what that means. Go ahead, finish.
But you had to work for your spot. So KP told me, kept it honest, kept it real, and it was just like, obviously it's the atmosphere of it. Like, you go to Big Blue Madness as a 17-year-old, you got 33,000 people in an arena packed house for a pickup game. Like that's the type
Crazy,
of
yeah.
energy you was playing in. I was like, oh, I'm cool with that. And then also, Fox went,
Yeah.
Malik Monk went,
Yeah,
Loaded,
yeah,
boy.
and it was like
Loaded.
Got a whip for sure.
we grew up together in a sense. Grew up playing against each other, seeing each other in tournaments, camps. So it was kind of like a no-brainer because we was all recruiting each other.
This bustling holiday season, you might be looking for nutritious, flavorful meals to fuel on jam-packed days. Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal delivery service, can help you eat well for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
With chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time and stay on track with your healthy lifestyle while tracking all your holiday to-dos.
Cross meal prepping off your list this holiday season with Factor. Skip the meal planning, grocery shopping, chopping, prepping, and cleaning up, and get Factor's first never frozen meals delivered to your door. They're ready in just 2 minutes, so all you have to do is heat it and enjoy.
Head to factormeals.com/OGFactor50 and use code OGFactor50 to get 50% off. That's code OGFactor50 at factormeal.com/OGFactor50 to get 50% off. What about your AAU team? Talk about that, because you was loaded
Which
there too.
one?
Y'all was loaded, right?
Carolina Diamond?
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Stop it. That was
Me.
like Kentucky #2.
Who's on it?
Who wasn't on it?
Me, Seven Woods, Quay Parker, Dennis Smith Jr., Todd Gray. I mean, we got 2 dudes in the league now, but at that time, like when we was 12, you would have thought our whole starting 5 was going to the lottery.
Yeah, Seven Woods was the shit back there. That's what everyone was talking about.
Man.
That's when
I
he came
remember,
out that
yeah.
8th grade mixtape.
Yeah, for sure. So I got a kid, Jaden Quaintance, who actually signed with my agency that's going to Kentucky. So KP's gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's doing bigger and better things now. What can he expect as a young kid coming into that?
Man, getting cursed out, though. I'm telling you, yes, man. And it's one of those things where
But Kyle wants the best for you, though. He does it because he get you prepped for what you're
100%.
going through now.
100%.
That's gonna be good for him.
Getting cursed out like that really turns you into a man.
Yeah.
Because it makes your skin thick. Like some kids get cursed out now. They put their head down. They go into a shell.
So it's safe to say, like, you go to Kentucky, because if you go to Kentucky, you got super talent. Like, they ain't recruiting anybody that's not McDonald's All-American, really top 40.
They ain't recruiting.
So
They ain't recruiting no hams.
you know, so yeah, so
They ain't recruiting no hams.
So basically, what you're saying is, like, the ones that don't make it at Kentucky, in your opinion, are guys that just can't take that hard coaching or just the discipline of it, or what is it? What do you think? Because honestly, that's what you always ask when you go to schools like that. Like, why did he make it? Because that dude was a monster in high school. Fill in the blank.
It might be you can't handle the coaching. You might can't handle the environment.
Yeah.
Or it might be somebody getting recruited over you.
Yeah, buddy.
Like you walking in, you thinking you like, all right, man, I can be one and done. And next big fella commit 2 weeks after you, and then you gotta make a decision. Do I stay and compete for my spot?
Or you tuck tail.
Tuck tail and go. So I mean, that was the battle that guys was dealing with. So it was like, if you went to Kentucky, it was either you got to sacrifice and share the love, or you go somewhere else and like, nah, I want to be the man.
Or you deal with the pressure, like the good pressure of being the man and holding yourself accountable and doing what it takes.
UD,
Because the transfer portal is so easy now. Where these motherfuckers pack their shit and get up out of there.
with these guys? Our college team against these guys.
Killer, I would like to talk shit, but we never won in Rep Arena. we could not get a win in that motherfucker to save our life. I would like to talk my shit. You know I talk shit better than anybody, but I'd be lying
man.
if I say we ever won in that goddamn arena. We ain't won shit.
They ain't beat us there at the crib either, though.
I'm not sure, but I know we ain't never won there.
Damn, I don't like when you over here doing that.
No, we ain't never won it. But what I will say is the thing about what you're talking about, man, and what I struggle with now is nobody going through that. They gonna get their ass in the portal and get up out of there.
See you.
They ain't gonna waste no time. So the balance of building that grit and that accountability and pushing yourself to be better and holding yourself to a standard, kind of losing it a little bit now. Because these motherfuckers jump in the portal and get gone quick.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And then what about the kids that's coming out of high school?
Yeah.
Because now it's less scholarships. Because before you grab a kid out of high school that you got to develop for a year or two, you're going to grab somebody out of the portal that's ready to go right now.
Listen, at the end of the day, it's a tough one because I'm in the middle of it right now. Like, as a college
You
coach.
are in the middle of it, aren't you?
As a college coach.
Say
How
it
you
like
sit
so.
up? How you sit up? How you sit up? How you sit up?
Hey, hold on. No, as a college coach, though, it talks about that. Like, you got a $4 or $5 million job to protect. Winning probably translating that 23, 24-year-old player playing for you. Yeah. Right? So it takes a special coach to come in there and make sure you give a platform for a kid to be a one and done anymore.
23, 24-year-old now, they just sophomores because they don't reclass 5 times.
It's wild. So it's
they
like
reclass 5 times. So now you're
they'll make it easy now. They be like, oh, you ain't gonna give me that bag? He is.
Yes.
The decision is over at this point.
But it's killing it for even one guy because you translate to what you came in the league, right? You're a rookie and you don't play. So you kind of like you can't go in the transfer portal now.
Yeah,
you make
run from that smoke now.
Exactly right.
Can't run from that smoke.
And guess what? They're gonna have a pick next year too. So you gotta bring it.
When you came to the Heat, all the stuff obviously you heard about how we work, and obviously accountability, work ethic, culture, and all that shit. When you first got there, was it what you expected? The workouts, your pre-draft workouts, and everything, was it what you expected when you got there?
100%.
Because we ain't for everybody.
That's a fact.
People got to understand that shit ain't for everybody.
Sure.
Was it what you expected?
Listen, I done seen a lot of dudes crumble. Listen, I done seen a lot of dudes crumble in there, man.
So have I.
They walk in there thinking it's sweet, and they be like, we do this every day. Like every day.
Yeah.
It's don't stop. But it was like, for me, it was just a transition from me at Kentucky to me just
That means Cal does his job.
Yeah, it was kind of cool to me because I was like, dog,
Cal.
I'm in a space where Kentucky, you got to work to keep your spot. Mm-hmm. You get to the Heat, everybody undrafted.
It's wild, right?
you get 1 or 2 picks, and everybody else undrafted. Yeah. We working. So for me, it was easy because I was like, I'm in an environment that works. Like we want to work. We want guys to get in the gym. You know, our coaching staff want guys being in the gym. Like
Hunger Games.
We doing Hunger Games. My rookie year, we was doing Hunger Games and 5-on-5 scrimmaging in the middle of January.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about going at it. Like
everything is a competition.
Man, everything's competitive.
And there's a winner and a loser. And if you lose, you're gonna hear about it.
Man. And then you run it. You know.
I used to remember that, boy. Every time you get to start practicing, knee pads up, mouthpiece in, you're like,
knee pad. You know what it is. When it's supposed to be like knee pads up, mouthpiece in. It's time to battle. It's time to battle.
Alpha males in there.
Man, I'll never forget, man. I had I had a sports hernia, and I have it. That's why my back was so jacked up. And the first time I come back, they put me on a bike. You know what I mean? You gotta get on that bike. Mm-hmm. I'm riding that bike. I said, man, I'd rather go out there and practice and tear everything I got than ride that bike.
You'd rather practice.
I told him, I told Coach Riles, I said, Riles, man, listen, I'm not doing that again. No.
Yeah.
Put me out there, let me fall. Maybe Mr. Potato Head, put me back together again.
What Pat used to call it? Playpen? Sandbox?
Playpen.
Hey,
but nothing fun about that shit over there.
But it builds that toughness, though, that we're talking about. Because it's like even when you guys go to like the bubble and you're the 8th seed, right? And you end up making an NBA final. Like that's the type of toughness it builds, though. Right, so talk about that bubble. I wasn't involved. You
guys
thought
we was crazy.
Man,
they thought I was crazy.
Talk about the bubble.
That was the hardest championship to win, in my opinion. Just because you in there literally 15 deep, plus coaches, staff, whatever you need, like training staff. Other than that, it's you, your thoughts in one room, boxed in. Like,
and correct me if I'm wrong, yours was the 8th seed, right?
We was the 8th seed last year.
What
was it? Fifth or 6th?
Yeah, fifth, because we had to play
8th seed was last year.
4 or 5 matchup.
Yeah, y'all had some epic runs.
Yeah.
But like, dog, being in that bubble, it was literally you, your thoughts, and your teammates. That's it.
I ain't talking to nobody.
Listen.
I ain't talking to nobody from the other team.
It felt like you was gang affiliated when you was in the bubble.
Yeah, I chose my side.
Lakers got on purple and gold. We got on black. The Bucks got on they green. Like, and nobody was walking by themselves. Like alpha males. Like I'm talking about. You go to breakfast. We sitting in the back corner. The Lakers gonna sit on that side. It wasn't like nobody like trying to really like. Oh man, we gonna kick it, and we won't even. So I'm his protege. So like. At this point, that's my best friend in the bubble.
Yes, sir.
Man, we like this. So it's like we walking, we ain't speaking to nobody. I'm talking about. It was like we was walking around like mad at everybody.
Hey, That's a perfect segue. You approach because you're the one that gave him his rocker chair.
Yeah, exactly.
When his old ass sat in the rocker chair, I knew it was over. Right? We're gonna play the video because I'm gonna be honest with you. It's one of my favorite videos to see his old ass get in that rocker chair. And that was like his passing of the torch to you because now you're a team captain in Miami, which is a big deal.
He is the captain.
But look, you are the captain, but look at your old ass, UD.
Wait a minute, dog.
Play.
Says the motherfucker that, but he's older than me though. This is crazy shit.
Look
This
at
man older than me.
He gets a rocker chair for
All right, let me ask you this.
retirement.
Okay, if you gonna show this,
No. Let's just watch this for a second.
Okay, show what happened.
Let's just watch this for a second.
Let's just watch this for a second.
And then my
Look
wife
at-
was in on it. Boy,
Yeah,
goddamn, boy,
yeah,
my
look,
kids in
look.
on it. Damn, boy, what they?
Hey, he gets a retirement gift of a rocker
Damn,
chair.
boy, that's how Mercedes do me.
Hey, by the way, while we're watching this,
First of all, this is custom built, by the way. I just want you to know that rocking chair was custom
so you
built.
put some time and effort in this deal.
Man, it took me like 3 months to get that rocking chair.
Hey,
I mean, did
listen,
we get a
I
thank you?
had the nah.
We didn't get no thank you.
He got fuck you, Bam.
Sound about right? Sound about
Hey,
right?
listen, but hold up. It's only right that if they show my rocking chair clip, they show your bad back
No.
clip.
It's
They
not
show your
about-
bad back
It's
clip.
not about me right now.
No, they gotta show your bad
There's
back
the
clip.
passing of the torch. Look, the passing of the chair.
Yeah, right. And then I went out and got 24 on that ass.
Yes, you
That
did.
is true.
I did that.
And congratulations, UD, in order because they're about to retire your jersey too. That's big time, dog, for real.
Look at that, man. They got the rings
Dang,
up
you
there.
did a good job with that chair.
Man,
No,
it
it's
got
a nice-
it
no,
got
it's
its
a nice
custom.
chair.
Where's it at now?
It's a nice chair. It's
Still in the
It's
arena.
in
The
arena.
motherfucker
That's-
left it.
Yeah.
Listen, first of all, killer, I ain't ready.
Oh, you ain't ready for
Yeah,
the
I ain't
rocker
ready.
chair.
And you
Okay.
can't make me be ready.
Okay.
One day, but not today. Not
But
today.
that's hard on money, man.
Not today. Man, the man.
I wanted it
Hey,
on wheels.
by the way, elite job. Has the rings on there?
The
I'm
man-
trying to
look,
tell
look,
him,
look.
man. Look.
Man, the man make $167 trillion and the man bought me a $2,500 rocking chair.
First of all,
The hell
That
you
was
talking about,
4,500.
man?
4,500.
4,500.
I read all them stories, man. The vets be getting Bentleys and Rolexes, and I got a funky ass rocking
First of
chair.
all,
So what do you want me
He
to do?
just
with
heard my story about how I was raised, and he think I'm gonna get him a
Yeah,
Rolls Royce.
You better take this $4,500 rocket chair. And
Man, you
scoot
better-
your ass out of here.
Man, listen.
that? The man gonna double up. He gonna sign another 100 ball. That's what I'm telling you. The man gonna sign another 100 ball.
Hey, hold up.
By that time, you gonna have to buy me a fucking spaceship. Then what?
Bam. He the one to blame. He the one that taught you about financial literacy and help you with your
man.
finances. See, you should
That-
blame yourself.
Would
You'd
you,
have been-
would you stop it, killer? Would you stop it? I learned financial literacy from you at Florida.
Hey,
Get me started.
Don't
Don't
fall
you-
on
don't
this
you get
trap.
me started.
Don't fall on this trap.
I learned financial literacy from you a long time ago.
Wait.
Now, if you go show that, it's only right if they show Mike with the rack with the
No.
badass back.
You should have won shoe. I didn't have a bad back then. That's fine.
That wasn't the bad back.
Nope. Damn. Nope.
Nah.
Show the one with the bad back.
In that clip though, and this is Spo speaking, not me. So you can have Spo up here when he said, man, I remember showing in that play. I said, so what happened to Mike? You know, with the one shoe, all that. He said, man, Mike was done, man. He said he was broken.
Told you.
He said he was broken. He said he was
broken.
broken. He said he was broken.
But that's all right though.
I was broken,
Bow.
but that shit wasn't broken.
Look at the
though.
trap back.
At all.
Look at the trap back. Show it. Ow.
Look, back gone.
Ow. Oh shit. Damn. Oh.
Hey, listen, no more videos of me out there. I don't like when you get going.
I
like that.
appreciate you passing the torch
Look
to
at him.
13.
Ow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hey,
ow.
see, man,
Yeah,
Mike gave me 13.
yeah, funny, hey, the crazy thing about it is like
Y'all do wear the same number.
That's actually a good segue too, because guess what? That 13 was never supposed to win Defensive Player of the Year. This year,
It sure will.
number
sure
13
will.
should win Defensive Player of the Year.
It sure
I think,
will.
and we've had this conversation between us. I think we've been snubbed in the past.
He definitely been snubbed.
So-
let's talk. Let's touch on that.
Let's talk. Go ahead.
touch
You
on that.
you got the floor.
I'm gonna say my piece on that.
Yes, please do.
And no disrespect.
Please do.
No disrespect, please. If you take this as disrespect, then don't watch my fucking show. No disrespect to Marcus Smart, and no disrespect to anybody else. But there's nobody in the league that I know that can guard 5 positions the way this guy can guard 5 positions, and not just guard 5 positions, but actually impact the game. You know what I'm saying? And shut a guy down. You know what I'm saying? I watched him do it. There's very few two-way players in this NBA association overall. But you know what I'm saying, when you talk about somebody that takes the challenge, I don't want to get into the numbers because I'm not much of a numbers guy, but numbers-wise, statistic-wise, the numbers backs it up as well, is when he switches on the guys and when he's guarding guys one-on-one. His numbers are as high as anybody else as far as getting a stop and his defensive percentage rate. So I don't really know what they're looking at, but for the most part, you know, The Heat never really get they due until we just show people. You know what I'm saying?
That's usually the case.
It's kind of who we are. It's kind of what's been lined up. You know what I mean? Last year, 8 seed in the bubble. All these years, you know what I'm saying? Understanding the undrafted. It's not sexy. You know what I'm saying? It's not cute. You know, score a lot of points, but line that shit up. And the game got to be played.
Winning pretty damn cute now.
That's why I love Spo though, because Spo,
sure.
you know, Spo talk that analytical shit sometimes, but when we get in these playoffs,
But the mud.
Spo be like, man, mano,
That's
boxing ring.
Yes.
That's right. Boxing ring.
Boxing ring.
That's
He
right.
said it ain't nothing we can do analytically. Boxing ring.
Man.
He was like, you take the challenge, man oh man, whatever it is. He said, it's competition. I can't save you. I can't save. He go just like
there are no life preservers over here.
Spo go just like this. I can't
look
save
at
you.
me.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Because they keep running
Don't
5
look at
pick and
me.
rolls to get you into action.
And you-
don't
and-
look at me. I can't help
Like
you.
I said, at halftime, it's gonna be right on there. When you go in there, look at that video board. It's gonna be right up there.
It's a
Bucket.
It's a show and tell business.
He be just like this. He be like,
Listen.
I can't
Get
help you.
tired of watching your ass get fried.
Man.
You're going to figure it out. You're going to figure it out.
Who's the toughest dude in the league to guard right now? In your opinion?
It gotta be big fella, the Serbian.
Joker.
Gotta be. Yeah,
Man, that shit
bro.
is unreal,
Yeah,
man.
bro, that shit's unreal.
That shit is
bro.
unreal, man. I got to take my glasses off to that guy. No, listen. That shit is unreal, man. He don't jump. He don't run
Nothing.
fast. You can't speed him up. You
But
can't move him. Like,
the-
I don't know.
the thing that like I most like about him is like he don't flop. Like, and I ain't saying like, you know, guys try to sell cars, but other than that, like, he not trying to get 16, 17 free throws. No, he trying to get buckets. Like, buckets. I'm not doing all it. Like, nah, he's trying to get buckets.
Top 3
And he-
centers in
and
the
he-
league,
and
in
he
my
gets them-
opinion.
yeah, and he gets them in all different ways.
Jokic, and Embiid. Y'all top 3 centers right now.
For sure.
And, you know, you're a center. I know you hate to be a center, but you're a center.
Man, it's whatever,
Yeah,
man.
it's center.
Swiss Army knife.
We had
Whatever you wanna call it.
a bunch of questions come across on Twitter for you, a grab bag of questions, and it leads me to the next one. That's not the one I'm going to ask right now because we just asked who the hardest person to guard is. Would you rather guard a 7'5" center or a 6'2" guard?
7'5", 6. I'm gonna go with
That
a
was
6'2".
asked. That was asked on here. So at Butler Buckets,
I'm gonna go 6'2" point guard.
you'd rather guard that?
Yeah, 100%. Because you can't teach height.
Yeah, you 7'5".
You can't teach
Motherfucker
that
dunk on
shit.
you without
Yeah,
jumping.
man, motherfucker stand straight up and just dunk that motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
Boop.
you playing somebody 7'5", you're gonna end up on the
And if they
highlight.
got weight on them, it's over.
Yeah, you're gonna end
Yeah,
up on
I'm
the
gonna take
highlight.
the 6'2" guard. I'm cool out there.
What about you? We asked you that question.
Me? No, we don't talk about defense over here, Coach. We don't talk. Hey, I'm on the Adam Morrison frame of defense, Coach. If I got 30 and the guy I'm guarding got 28, that's good defense.
In fact, coach, I'm winning. I'm up 2.
That's how we judge defense over here. This is a let it fly team. Like we go to the next question. It was, what is your welcome to the NBA moment?
Man, Lamarcus Alridge bust my ass
he was
my
dead
rookie
nice.
year. Dog, listen. When was it? It was like kind of like our first 3 games of the season after preseason. So we have shoot around. We about to play because that's when he was on the Spurs. Him and Powell.
Yeah.
We about to play the Spurs, and I think H won't playing. So in my mind, I'm thinking I'm not gonna fucking play.
That's right. You
Like,
play with Whiteside.
Yeah.
Preseason, I didn't play. I got maybe 4 minutes in preseason total out of 5 games. So I'm thinking I'm not gonna fucking play. Spo not gonna play me. I'm walking to the door. Hey, young fella, turn around, Spo. Come here. You starting tonight? All right, fuck it. We in the game then. Man, I'm going over scout. I'm nervous. I got bubble guts. I'm in my apartment stressing because I'm like, dog, like I can't fuck.
That's how they do you.
Because I'm
too.
like, dog, like, because
hate
he'll
when
just
they-
throw
I
you
hate
in
when
the
they do
fire.
that. I hate
Like,
when
first of
they
all,
throw you
it
in the
was no
fire.
warrant. This was after shoot. We done went through shoot around. We done went through prep. I'm on the sideline. I ain't done one drill.
yeah,
I
listen,
ain't done one drill.
that shit
Hey,
crazy.
young fella. Yeah, you starting tonight. All right, fuck it. So, you know, before the game, we line up at like 35. What they used to call it? Platoon up?
Yep, platoon up.
Yeah.
Platoon, get in the platoon.
Man, we platoon up. We start going through. Obviously, his tendencies, this, that, and the third. I get in the game before I know it. Bat. I look up, he got 6.
Get fried.
Man, listen. They don't go for up fakes. First thing I do, he up faked that motherfucker. I jumped through the roof and one bucket. So then my homie Jay Rich, like, hey man, just stay down, just stand in the third. I'm like, all right, bro, I got it. Man, he lighted my, and you know, LA got 2 moves.
Yeah, turnaround jumper.
Turnaround jumper, or he's sweeping to the middle. Man, listen, I ain't never felt so babied in my life.
Yeah.
Dog, it was just like, he was just like,
You ain't
it was
stopping
kind of
that
like,
time.
he was like, young fella, come in, man. It's going to be a rough night, but I'm going to just
you ain't
talk
stopping
you through
that
all these
turnaround.
buckets today. I look up, man, that man ended with 41 and 10.
Yeah.
I went out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had 1 bucket the whole game. It was a lot. I went in there after that game. I was like, damn, bro, this what the league like. I'm finna get my ass fried, dog. I'm shook. I go to, because you know, at that point, I go to my condo. I'm just sitting on my balcony like this. I'm like, dog. Because you know, at that time, you know, one and done, you 14th pick.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, listen.
Man, this man cooked me. I got 2 points. And that was before social media really fire your ass up.
Yeah.
So now we got all this AI shit where they got like people shitting on themselves. You know, they post your stats and shit. I ain't have to go through
Let me tell you
that.
something. There's some organizations where you walk in that building every day and it's damn near like a country club, you know. And then there's some organizations like ours, when you walk in that motherfucker and you are immediately on edge once you hit the door.
Man, listen.
Like, as soon as you hit the door, you are immediately on edge, man. Like,
Man.
we are one of those organizations that,
I walked out after that game. I said, man, I ain't gonna play no more.
Yeah.
Coach ain't gonna play me. It's over. I said, H got his spot. I said, man, we good.
They don't understand that when you're coming to that league, that mental fatigue worse than the
Dog,
physical
listen.
fatigue.
Man, I don't think I slept that night. LA don't know this. I'm gonna say it now, bro. I don't think I slept that night, man. Cause you just through the whole game, you just rerun everything that you did wrong. And some of that shit, I was like, I can't even control that. But it was just like bucket after bucket. I'm like, damn, he ain't even touching that, bro. Man.
Oh, he was a bucket, though.
no, he was a bucket.
That's when I'd be scared to look at the sideline. Cause I'd be like, man, Spo finna just take me out. I ain't even gonna look at him. I'm gonna just go over it. He score, I just go like this. I just jog down this way on the other side. Won't even look at Spo. I was saying like, damn, bro.
Man, don't worry. I got a couple of those buckets too, Killer. It's all good. It is what it is.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
but yeah, I got thrown in the fire, man. Spo was fucked up for that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I was ready to beat him up a couple times, man. Cause it was like, it won't like Spo was like, man, go out there and go get yours. No. Defend, rebound, and
You know the
catch
job.
lobs.
You know the job.
Oh, shit.
That was it. That was my 3 rules. And bring energy. Man, I got out there getting cooked. I was like, well, they'll go bring in energy because he frying my ass up here.
Yo, I get like, even obviously I ain't play that much, but I used to get those every now and then. We need a couple minutes tonight. I start stretching immediately. Immediately.
He
I'm
stretched.
talking about
He had someone driving the game, he was
The
stretching.
game ain't till 7:30. If I get that text, I'm stretching by 1. I'm stretching by 1. And
First of all-
the same thing is, I got bubble. I'm 20 years in the league. I got bubble guts, and I'm stressed out.
I ain't never seen a man go from joking everybody, playful, to Spo be like, hey, yo, UD, we're gonna need to come. I ain't never seen a man switch so fast to be like, all right, man, like, fuck everything else. I'm talking about reading the little stat sheet.
That's a real OG.
I gotta go.
Man, I
gotta
was
go
like, he ain't said nothing. He was just laughing with us 15 minutes ago. I'm
That
talking about
shit
joking.
Be different. It should be different where you got to
Look.
line it up.
Look, we up there talking about trying to go play twos and stay in shape. It
I
don't
ain't
went
played
to
no more
man. He's stretching and all that. I'm like, dog, he ain't said.
I don't be talking.
Hey,
always
listen,
say
I gotta
that.
gas my man up real quick though. But you were there. How epic was that shit he did his last game?
That shit was fire, dog.
I didn't see that coming.
I felt like
Dang, I'm waiting. Fuck that.
Coach,
Hold
they
on.
had to dust it
What
off.
the fuck you mean? You ain't
Coach,
see that
Coach,
coming,
they
Killer?
did this one right here. Oh, I knew you had it.
Okay,
But
shit.
I've also been there. You know how hard it is. You know how hard it is not to fucking do nothing forever. And then go out there and
First
go,
of all, to say do nothing forever is crazy.
forever. I was the same way. It's hard. That shit's hard. When you get to the end of your career, hopefully you get there. Man, 20 years. When you get to that point and they say, dog, you going to obviously
I was hurting afterwards.
Oh, I'm sure.
For sure. After the game,
You
I
out
was
there
hurt for
hitting
about 2
tray
weeks.
balls?
I was hurt for about 2 weeks after the game. That's what people don't know.
I'm just saying, that
That's what
shit
people
was
don't know.
impressive to me. I'm giving you flowers right now.
I mean,
How
thanks
was
to
it
these
there?
guys. Thanks to these guys.
Yeah.
I will say that. A lot of people talk about, as an OG, what I'm able to do and help them, but they help me the same way. Every day playing one-on-one with those guys, playing 2-on-2 with those guys, competing in practice, making sure I can hold my own. What people don't understand is if I can't compete and hold my own on their level, they're not going to listen to me.
No doubt.
Get your old ass out of here, man.
I
We don't
will
want to hear
call
that
you old as
shit.
shit
You
fast.
can't help us because you can't help yourself, old motherfucker. So what people don't understand, bro, is I got to maintain a certain level for them motherfuckers to even listen to me,
of course.
for them to even respect what I got to say.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, conditioning wise, I can't go as long as they could go. But I still had a little something in the tank
That
where I
shit
could
was
play with those
impressive.
dudes. But that's a tribute to them, man, because every day they make me hold a standard. They make me play to their level. If not, I get the fuck out of here.
That was impressive.
I ain't gonna lie, I was betting on you give me 3 air balls, but
Damn!
See?
Boy, I need another drink. 'Cause now I'm starting to find out what people really feel about me. This shit is crazy. You know what? This crazy shit is I found out my own kids was thinking they'll get this little app they got nowadays where they said the app said that I wasn't gonna score more than 7 points. All my kids bet the over. all my kids. Hell no, they bet the over, motherfucker.
okay.
The over is when I go over, right?
100%.
Yeah, they bet the over. I don't gamble that much. I just shoot dice. But they bet the over, so they won. Yeah,
They won the
I
money.
street gamble. CeeLo trips head crack, baby. But yeah, they won the money.
Let's take a different thing here now because it's the first time it's been there. Talking about this in-season tournament. Obviously, I didn't get to play in it. I thought
They
it
ain't
was,
get to play in it either.
I know, but they play it in games to get there to qualify.
I'm 500.
You see how he-
Well, I
you see how
wanted
he
that
shoot?
5.
Hey.
Shit, me, that shit hurt. Listen, man, that 5.
I know. But I'm saying
The
those
King
like,
went crazy for that 5. Jabron ain't been playing like that. The King
Man,
went
go
crazy for
ahead,
that
man.
5.
Go ahead,
Got the
man.
goggles and all. Then shut it down.
did it change your guys' mindset at all? Did it change your guys' mindset at all, like going into those games? I mean, outside of the changing the floor, did it change your guys'
Man.
mindset as players, as fans?
hell
Like,
nah.
yeah, so it's the
'Cause-
same shit.
We keep the main thing the main thing. We don't
Man,
care.
he-
In-season
he
tournament,
been in
preseason,
Miami for 7 years.
regular
That's the truth.
season, postseason, foul, pick up. We doing walkthrough drills. Win.
Yes.
At the end of the day,
Yes.
win.
Yes.
So for us, it was simple, man. We just go out here, win. We take care of what we got to do, and we'll figure out all the other shit later. But I think it's good for the fans, viewership. I think it take a little of the respect out of the game because
Yes.
somebody
Yes.
up 23
Yes.
with 30 seconds left and you trying to score. That's how you cause fights.
No doubt, for sure.
Well,
They gotta
old
figure
school,
that out.
old school definitely been
They
fighting.
gotta figure
Old
that out.
schools would have been fighting.
Yeah.
That's how you cause scuffles now.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely would have been scuffling back in my day for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
But it's just, other than that, I think it was cool for the fans. I feel like it, and it's hard for, I guess, certain guys to be more competitive in November, but to me, I'm like, dog, it's basketball at the end of the day.
I wanted Indiana.
That's
to
what I
win.
love to do.
I wanted Indiana.
So like
to win.
when I go into this zone, it's you versus me at the end of the day. It don't matter in season tournament, whatever it is. Like we could be playing Chinese checker. I'm trying to win.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what we doing. I'm trying to win. So it ain't make no difference for me. The paper won't. I mean, paper was nice.
Paper was
but
nice.
Listen,
It was nice.
competition, I'm buying in every time.
I was looking for it. I would have liked, outside of the Heat, I would like to see Indiana take that paper home though. They could have used that little change. They got about
100%.
10 people on their team, make what, $3 million together combined or something like that.
Minimum.
Minimum. They got a lot of
That
guys
man
on that team that
Halliburton
could
over
use
there
that
bumping
money.
right now.
Boy, that
too,
boy
man.
can go.
I'm telling you.
That
he
boy
over
can
there-
go.
Like we were talking about it earlier before we got on set, like who your MVP early candidates are. And it's like he's got to be in that conversation.
Shout out to Indiana for taking the ball for the rook that got 1 bucket last night. I'm all right with that.
Man,
Shout out to Indiana for taking the ball for the rook that got 1 bucket and ran off with it. And then went inside JJ because Giannis ran in y'all locker room. I like that. I know what time it was.
Man,
I know what time it was. Y'all shout for that. One thing about it, 2 things for sure. JJ don't play no games.
Man, JJ kicked you in your teeth.
Man, listen, you remember that? Hey, we had that. Remember that time we was upstairs playing pickup? And I ain't gonna say no name, but somebody on our team called JJ a bitch. JJ said,
Balled him up in the locker room.
hey, listen, this real
Balled him
talk.
up in the locker room.
This JJ say, hey, you gotta see me after practice. Everybody say, oh shit. Everybody say, oh
Hey,
shit.
you know that's like, man, stall him out, Debo.
Nah, we
man,
don't
hold
stall
on,
out
man.
here.
Man, stall him out,
Not
man.
here. Not
Hey,
here.
JJ was already, his mind was made up. He said,
Not
nah,
here.
fuck that.
Not here. Hey, listen,
Hold
let me tell you
if
something.
someone tells you they got to see me after
Man, listen.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something.
Listen, JJ's the only person to call me, he was the first person to start calling me like 13. Yeah. Because he told me, he said, man, until you pass the conditioning test, you ain't going to get your name. So at that point, I was like, man, he different.
Yeah.
I said, he people with neck tats, you know, all right here and all that. I said, yeah, you off the charts.
Hey, man, listen,
you off
man.
your rocker anyway.
Let me tell you something.
Man, listen, that man called that man a bitch. I looked at JJ, I said, man, JJ, don't do that. He said, man, listen, stay out of this. Stay out of this, Bam. I
Hey,
said,
man,
yeah, that's
hey.
it.
You gotta
And let me
see
tell you
me after
something.
practice.
And let me tell you something. Like I say, we Hunger Games.
Man.
Y'all gonna hash that shit out, and that's it after this.
Man, listen.
We don't. This ain't gonna
I
carry
bet
on for
that-
2-3 days.
I bet
Listen,
there's
man.
a long rest of practice for that guy.
Hey.
Worried about what he gonna do after practice.
The funny-
Oh man, listen, man.
Nah, man, hold on, man. Because I watched that shit. The funniest part about it, dog, JJ ended up balling.
JJ
I'm talking
lumped
about
that
beating
man.
this man up. Like, he ain't got no kids, no
JJ
family.
lumped that man up quick.
Man, listen. Towels flying. You know our equipment manager, Rob. Shout out Rob, man.
Shout out Rob.
Man, Rob get in there. Hey, man, get away from my towels. you messing up my towels. And I'm just looking at this man balling this man up, and I'm like, damn,
Man,
bro.
listen.
JJ got done. He said, you all right? And then walked out. Walked out. This man crying, sniffling.
They hugged it out. They
hugged it
So he
out.
whooped his ass and hugged him and left.
That's
Man,
how. That's
That's
yes.
hey,
listen.
turn it to the show, OG. That's
Listen,
the OG
man.
way
Yeah,
to
that's
do
real
business.
shit. Listen, first of all, we ain't calling nobody no bitches
No,
around
we
here. We
can't
don't
do
do
it.
that. Ain't no
Can't
bitches
do
in
it.
here, so
Can't
we
do
ain't gonna do that. And secondly, if the man say you got to see him and he want to hold you
gotta see
accountable, listen,
He wanna hold you
I can't
accountable.
help you because if he don't get you today, he gonna get you tomorrow. So I might as well just let y'all get this out. Got it out the way. We moved on. You know what I'm saying? But
listen.
JJ
That man
real.
balled him.
Shout
I
out
was
to
sitting
JJ.
there. I was sitting, you know how you peek around the corner, man. I was sitting there. I was like, damn, he whooping his ass.
He lumped that boy up good.
Where was it? In the locker
In
room?
the locker room, Jack.
It's just in the
No,
locker room.
well, not the locker room, the other locker room where the
Back
shower
where the shower was at.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Back
it
where
ain't
the
no
shower
carpet
was
in
at.
there.
Yeah.
So he hitting
So
the
he slipped and
ground. He ain't getting up. Boom. I'm like, oh
Hey man,
shit.
that shit they say about JJ, that shit real.
No,
Man,
real.
that
listen.
shit real. He
Real.
lumped
I
that
seen
man
this
up
man.
quick.
Yeah, real.
So this how I knew I wasn't gonna fuck with that man. So one day we in practice and somebody, you know, how you get a wedgie like that. So the ball gets stuck in the side of the rim. This man said, "Hey, 13, watch this."
He dropped
Yes,
it.
I
I'm
remember
saying?
that shit.
Man, this man did some
Probably kicked it
sumo
out.
kick shit.
The man kicked
and
the ball.
kicked it out the rim
Yep.
and landed on his 2 feet. I said, "Nah, man, I'm cool off you,
Yeah,
dog."
that's,
I
that's
said,
some
"I'm
kung fu theater on Sunday and
Yeah,
shit.
I
That when
see,
I used to
yeah,
grow
man.
up and watch that shit on
I
TV.
said,
like,
man, you about
ain't nobody doing that
you
shit
about
no more.
225, 6'8", doing that?"
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah, man, I'm cool, man.
Yeah, you gotta go get that thing for JJ.
You got it. I'm
Ain't
gonna
nobody
leave
swear-
you
ain't
alone.
Nobody works with JJ.
Yeah, I
Whoop
ain't
that
playing
boy
with you,
ass.
man. You get mad enough, I'm cool. He breaking all this shit. He snapping necks, motherfucker doing. I'm talking about Bruce Lee moves and shit like that.
But once again, we ain't for everybody. You might have went somewhere else and called somebody a bitch and got away with it. You can't do that here.
Man, listen.
You can't do that here.
Man,
you got to
listen.
see that man. You got to see that man. That's how we work out
They
here.
say consequences, repercussions.
Yeah, man. We don't conform
man.
to the ways of the world.
Listen.
The ways of the world, people got Twitter fingers and say all kind of shit and ain't no consequences. You come
Prior
here with that
proper
shit if you want
planning
to.
prevents piss poor performance. Piss poor performance promotes pain.
Pain.
Man,
That
listen.
got some pain that day.
Pain. Man, I'm telling you, man, I went around that corner, man. I was boom, 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 boom. I go around that car. I said, damn, he
lump that
whooping
man
his
up.
ass, dog.
Man,
I'm
was
saying-
crying.
I'm sitting there.
Y'all hug
Man, I'm
that shit
talking
out.
A real question though. What was the bounce back for the dude that got his ass whooped the next day in practice? He show up like he.
It was
like,
all,
yeah.
it was
I mean,
all
deflated?
love. We left
deflated.
that shit right there. It's over with.
Well,
That's
he
it.
probably didn't leave that shit right
I'm
there.
saying
He
he
probably
had-
was
he
making
had
a
to be the
plan on
player.
how he was gonna get his ass back.
Do what? Get his ass whooped again?
Hey, that ain't none of my business.
No. I think he did the best thing he could was left that shit alone.
Man, listen, I don't know, man. You whoop my ass like that. Towel, I'm talking about towels flying, you shoes going everywhere.
He jacked him
I'm
up
talking
good,
about he
Killer.
just
jacked him up
whooping
good.
him.
That shit was like some Tasmanian devil. You in the Tasmanian devil.
Man, listen,
Around the shit. He
shit-
spit that motherfucker around the locker room real fast, about 15 good minutes.
listen, man. That's when I knew I was like, yeah, that's gonna be my teammate for life. He ain't gonna never be on my bad side,
He a
man.
real one.
Remember he was finna get at old buddy in Toronto.
Oh yeah, he ain't want none. Was it Big Yambo?
No, Surge.
Surge.
Ibaka.
Man, listen.
Surge thought about that. Didn't JJ swing? He might have tried
Yes.
to catch him real quick.
Nah, JJ swung and was finna hit his ass with that left, and I forgot who grabbed it. Somebody grabbed him like this, and I was like, "Boy, listen,
Yeah,
that left with a left, because it was one of those, you know how when you see him like sometimes JJ be like, he be playing around like acting like he be sparring, but you know we don't be fucking with that shit. Because I be like, JJ, go ahead, man, because you accidentally hit me. We
if you
got
hit somebody for real, you gonna
yeah,
hurt him.
because you be playing too much. Man, listen, when that man got live, it went for, and that left went, I was like, oh my. I'm sitting on the bench like, oh shit. So after that, you know, JJ short circuit, so he can't let stuff go.
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm working on myself. This, that, and the third. I'm gonna beat his ass. And you
know
gotta walk past.
You know when motherfuckers start telling you they working on themselves.
Oh,
You know, but you know in Toronto,
They dangerous.
at halftime, you gotta
They
walk
dangerous.
past everybody.
yeah, right past everybody.
You gotta walk past. We have 4 security guards around this man. Everybody on their bench like this. None of that shit.
Nah, they don't want
I'm talking about everybody just standing there, just watching him go past. Man, listen. I was like, cause you know, you get in a little scuffle like that, you know, teammates gonna say something. Nah, you ain't gonna forward. Man, ain't nobody say one word to JJ when he walked
They ain't
past.
gonna say nothing to JJ.
That man went straight past them. I said, yeah, they don't want none of that smoke.
Nah.
I was watching that man leave. I said, power to him.
I don't want none of that either.
Nah, they don't want none of that. They don't want
want
none
none
of
of
that.
that
They
either.
don't want none of that.
NBA talent wise, young talent is amazing right now, in my opinion.
Unmatched.
I really do. I believe
Unmatched.
that your position, which basically you could defend everybody, but give me, and I'm not putting you on the spot here, but give me your top 5 dudes in your position in the East that you have to guard right now that you think are the deal. Young
My
kids.
position?
Yeah.
Or just-
your position, guys? You have to see every day.
I mean, I guard everybody, Mike.
Yeah, you do, but I'm saying like when you start the game, they're gonna say this is who you're checking. Usually the best player.
100%. I'm gonna say Joel Embiid,
Yes.
Jason Tatum. Shit, Jaylen Brown if you get it going for real. Let me see who else left. Donovan Mitchell
Yes.
and I'm trying to think top teams in the East. And I'm gonna say Dame and Giannis.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
your game plan against Giannis?
Don't tell him.
You can tell him. It
Don't
don't
tell
matter.
him.
You
Don't tell him.
gonna show him strap up anyway.
I ain't. We ain't.
Man, I just feel like it's Mano. That's effort.
That's that.
Cause he got a motor. That's one thing I say about that. Like he got a motor. It don't matter about all that skill and shit like that. He going downhill. that's all I can tell you. He's going downhill. So if you take that challenge, you better make sure you a technician at it. Cause he that Euro and he'll fuck around and dunk your ass.
It sure will. Left, right hand, all
Man,
kinds of
it
shit.
don't matter. So for me, man, I just think you gotta really be a technician and pay attention to the details. But yeah,
Have your foot on gas because it's coming.
man, listen.
He is relentless with it,
Listen,
man.
if he get that motherfucker in transition and there's no help, there's a lot of people out here you gonna be put in the rim.
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
That's a
show
great match. That's a
show
great match.
bodies.
That's a great
old-
matchup.
Show bodies.
bodies. Show bodies.
I enjoy watching y'all compete against one another though.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a,
good.
that's
It's
that's
good.
that's
It's
a
fun.
great that's a great matchup to watch. You know what I'm saying? Going back and forth and you know what I'm saying, watching y'all compete because both of y'all are dogs. I got to give him credit. He ain't with us, but he a dog. He go hard. He compete. He bring it every night. So I love to see that kind of competition, man. I don't, and the fact that we always end up having to see them somewhere along the line. It just adds to it. You know what I'm saying? It's a different era. My era, we used to hate the motherfuckers that we used to have to go against and the rivalries and all that shit. To this day, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I feel when we got to play the Celtics. I can't stand the motherfuckers.
First of all,
and I have nothing against. And I have listen.
Hold on, man.
And the crazy thing about it,
can I tell a story about it in the huddle, man?
I like Tatum. I like Brown.
I would love for you to tell me.
Can I tell a story about it in the huddle, man?
What? I like Tatum. I like Brown.
Nah,
Them
not
old
this.
motherfuckers, KG and Paul. I don't fuck with y'all. Y'all know that.
There it go.
It's cool.
There it go.
I don't fuck with y'all. Y'all know that. It's cool. I'm cool on that. Fuck that. The young generation, y'all can create y'all own beef and y'all can create y'all own whatever. The old motherfuckers, y'all already know. I see y'all in the grocery store. It's on.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
And I don't care what aisle it is. It could be a 7-Eleven around the motherfucking cheese dip. It's like whatever. All that shit getting flipped over.
Man, listen.
That's just how I feel. Like, and they understand that. I told them that. Like, they know that. I don't fuck with them people.
So tell me the story now.
Man, I don't even know if I can tell this, man. God rest his soul, man. I don't even know I can tell this. So, man.
What I did, man. Oh, no.
Nah, dog, I gotta tell it at this point.
Nah.
So, dog, I'm gonna tell you.
We gotta be told now.
This is what I will say. Let me tell the story. Can I tell the story?
Nah, man. I gotta tell it from my point of view.
Man, you gonna get me canceled.
You're gonna get me canceled.
Man,
we in the East. Was it Eastern Conference Finals?
Tell the whole story.
Man, we could have been in the Eastern Conference Finals. We could have been in a regular season game. It ain't matter. We playing Boston, so you know his feel on that. Yeah. So, dog, we in the huddle, and you know, Cap come in there. He give his pregame speech. So at that time, we was home, and you know they retired like Bill Russell's jersey for everybody in the league. So they got 6 in our Raptors. Man,
does everybody hang a Bill Russell jersey?
Man, hold on, man. This man going off. Oh, fuck them, fuck this, woo, woo. Going off.
When you ever see a Miami Heat jersey hanging in the Boston Raptors?
This man,
when?
Hey, he in his pregame speech like,
tell me when you gonna see a Miami Heat jersey hanging in the Boston Raptors?
Fuck Bill Russell too. I said, bro, this man dead, OG.
I had to repent that.
Man,
yeah.
Bro,
You got caught in the moment.
I had to.
Nah,
but
man.
The point I was making.
He said, man, don't nobody hang no Raptors up here. They wouldn't hang a Heat jersey Raptors in there if they could. This, that, and the third. Man, fuck Bill Russell too. I was like, dog.
He had the crooked finger.
I love Bill.
Man,
There's no
Bill
disrespect to Bill. I love Bill. He just caught that straight. There's no
Man,
disrespect. I
shit
love
is
Bill and
crazy.
what he
Man caught it straight and he's 6 feet under, man.
But will you ever see a Miami Heat jersey hanging in Boston Raptors? Ever in life? I wouldn't give a fuck if he was if a Miami Heat player was on the basketball. Who's that motherfucker on the basketball? What's his name?
Jerry West.
Jerry West. That motherfucker played for the Heat. He would never hang in the Raptors. He would never. They would never hang Jerry West Miami Heat jersey in the Boston Raptors.
Man, that shit
Never in life.
Man,
respect to Bill Russell. I love it. Why the fuck he got to hang in here?
Bro, that man said, fuck Bill Russell. We was all like, it went from like, yeah, man, we finna, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's the energy, it's the atmosphere. We at home.
Did we win?
I don't know if we won or not. I just remember
we won the series, Jack.
Yeah. But you said fuck Bill Russell. That's the only part that I was on. Cause I was like, damn, bro, like.
I love Bill.
Cause I was like.
It wasn't personal.
Cause in my mind, I was like, did he play against Bill? Like, what is up with the animosity with, what did Bill have to do with this?
Listen.
He damn near old enough to play against Bill.
Bro,
here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go.
Here
you go.
Hey, for real though, you got me gassed up. Yeah, I know you don't know this yet, but we got a segment here called OG's Advice for all young dudes. Every time we run a segment, he got to give OG's advice. And now that he got me gassed up on his like pregame speech, I can't wait to hear his OG advice.
Hey,
man,
listen,
dog.
man. Let me tell you
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. If somebody passed away, man, don't get mad enough when you say, man, fuck that man.
Man, listen here.
Fuck Bill Russell. I was like, hold on, man.
It was more about the Celtics in the moment.
Yeah, that's right.
Had nothing to do with Bill
man.
Russell.
Right.
So why Bill 6 feet under catching a straight?
I apologize and repented for that, man. But at the end of the day, when we gonna ever see a fucking Miami Heat jersey hang in Boston?
You ain't seen that, coach.
Ever.
Man, listen.
You ain't seen that, coach.
The shit they say out their mouth to us, the shit that come out them people mouth to us when we playing there.
Man, listen.
I might not take back what I said. Now that I think about it, the shit that they say to us.
First of all, Bill had to go through it.
Yeah, okay, cool. But still, I don't know how to pick and choose. If you on that side, you on that side.
Man, that shit was crazy.
You don't know how
man.
to pick and choose?
I don't
No,
care
I
what-
don't.
I don't
know
care
how
what
to tiptoe
nobody
around
say,
that,
man.
bro. The shit that come out them people, let me tell you something. When you walk in that arena, you got to arm yourself for war.
You
Like
do,
you got to
for
arm
sure.
yourself, bro. Hate is being spewed on you, so you got to spew it back.
That's the one thing, man, that I take away, and I try to tell all these dudes when they go into it. Playing the NBA playoffs and making it deep in the NBA playoffs and doing it back to back years,
listen.
and you play that same team over and over again,
Listen.
it's amazing the hatred that you get.
Man.
Like by
listen.
game 5, 6, and 7, dog, you don't even want to see these.
And that's
cats
just
come
with
on.
them, because they've been going back and forth with the
That's what I'm saying,
With
though.
Boston, but imagine
think
it started with us.
That's what I'm
So I've
saying.
been carrying this shit
We
for
saw that
15
that
years.
Indiana, that Boston,
Man.
that
I've
been carrying this
Chicago.
shit for 15
Yeah, that shit was
years.
crazy.
But I don't care what nobody say, man. That right there, I will forever tell that story. I mean, just the intensity of it, man. You know he start getting mad when he start pointing.
Oh yeah. No, big,
And fuck Bill Russell. I was
that
like,
big long finger get out.
Man, listen, man. Like I said, I got to apologize. It wasn't about Bill. It was just about the rivalry and how I feel about the Celtics. But I will not take back my statement. You will never see a Miami Heat jersey or Miami Heat player hang in that fucking rap.
yeah, but you can't take back the other statement either. Bill done heard you now.
Nah, he ain't heard me.
Bill heard it.
Yeah, Bill done heard you now.
Me and Bill done made peace.
Did you?
Yeah,
That's
I'm
good.
good
though.
with that. I apologize for that.
man.
You know,
Bill
I
gonna
say
haunt you,
sometimes
man.
every now and then you say things you don't mean. I was in the moment trying to get everybody ready. I ain't mean that, but
Bill gonna haunt your ass. That's what he gonna do.
I don't believe in ghosts. That be y'all in that hotel in OKC sleeping in the same room and hiding and shit, talking about ghosts and shit. You believe that story about the ghosts in the hotel
No,
in OKC?
I've heard it. I
These
don't
young
believe it.
motherfuckers really scared of these ghosts.
Man, listen. I
They
don't
ain't
play
really
with that
scared
paranormal activity stuff. That ain't me.
What you mean they are? They are.
I don't play with that.
You know
I
what
don't
I
play
told
with
him?
spirits. None of that.
A ghost got a better chance trying to wrestle an alligator to come in my room.
And
Once
you
you
say,
I don't even want to ask this question because I don't know where you're going with it. What are you gonna do with a ghost, coach?
I'ma whoop your ass with some holy water in the Bible. You'll get up out of here, Jack. This ain't the room for you when I get to praying. This ain't the room for you.
but you see how it just be random.
Oh, yeah, no,
It's just
nuts.
random.
No, it's nuts.
Because I'm like, how you supposed to whoop a...
How you supposed to whoop a go? It's a very
Listen,
good question.
I don't give a damn who it is. I like myself. How about that? Ghost, person, dog, cat, bear, iguana, snake. You come in my room, it's me and you locked in that bitch. I'm coming out.
Bill
I don't
Russell.
care who it is.
I think that's a perfect time to say thanks, dog, for coming in.
I don't care who it is. You come in my room, Jack. I'm betting on me. All day, every day, 7 days a week, and twice on Sunday.
You bet on yourself.
You goddamn
You're supposed
right.
to.
You goddamn right.
Man.
You're supposed
Listen,
to.
I wasn't supposed to be here, killer. I had to bet on myself. 3 rings and lead rebound. I had to bet on myself. Motherfuckers ain't gave me a chance. They ain't want me here.
Hey, I'm gonna give you this story about UD. So UD gets out of school and he goes and plays in China for a year. So he calls me up and says, hey, you pick me up at the airport when I get in. And this is a dead ass story, true story. So I go to pick him up and I literally drive by him twice.
Oh, because he was fat. He
Man,
wasn't fat then.
when I dropped him off, he was fat. When I picked him up, he was skinny.
Yeah, exactly.
I said, damn, what happened to you?
I wasn't fat. I was
He was
just
fat as
heavy.
hell.
No, you were
was fat.
big.
You
He
listen,
was
when you
fat.
grow up in the city, you eat what you got.
No.
You ain't got. Listen, if
First
you
of
ain't
all,
got,
man,
if they ain't got
you
what
was
you
there
eat,
for
you eat
4
what they got.
years and you was 280.
Boy, I was eating 99-cent pork chop sandwiches. How nutritious you think that was? How nutritious you think that is? 99-cent pork chop sandwiches from Shakers. That shit ain't nutritious.
That's just college living.
that shit
I ain't gonna
nutritious. I ain't know no better. I had to get it how I live.
We'll never stop this.
I wasn't
podcast.
too fat to watch your back though. There, tell that
No,
story.
you were.
Tell that story.
I ain't gonna
I had
tell
to
that
tell that story when I was 260 plus, keeping them football players on you because you stole their girlfriend. Tell that. You want to tell that story? Huh? You stole your wife from somebody and the man wanted to kill you.
Oh, no,
He'll
man.
tell that
Come on,
story on the
man.
set.
Come on,
So
man.
I needed
All
to be 275 to keep them
All
linemen
right.
off him because they wanted to jump him.
All right. You talk about, hold on, man. What?
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
I was out there.
He did beat up some people, but it didn't happen. Those are for different times.
Mike stole somebody's girlfriend. He wanted to beat up Mike. And I told that motherfucker, I got something for you. You come over here, you gonna limp back, I promise you.
You gonna limp back.
He ain't never come over.
He didn't come over.
He ain't come over.
Hey, that's a great story.
It's the truth.
Man.
It is.
truth.
It is the truth.
It's the truth.
It is the truth.
It's the truth. I ain't got nothing to lie about. It's the truth. Listen, what you looking at right now is the evolution.
100%.
It took a while.
100%.
So
You weren't always like
yeah,
this?
no, I wasn't. It took a while. So just understand.
Man, I got another story about UD. I ain't gonna say no name. This man tried to beat this man up in his towel.
Who?
I tried to whoop somebody.
After the game, somebody
I was mad.
talking
I was
crazy.
Mad. I was mad.
Hey, you change whatever. Man, I'm sitting there, and now that I know, I've always been an innocent bystander to a lot of this shit. I'm sitting there, man, because I didn't play, obviously. I'm sitting there warm up, fresh. I'm debating on. I was like, man, do I even need to shower at this point? Man, somebody get to talking at the mouth. Ooh, what you said? What you say, young motherfucker? Ooh, and I'm like, I'm talking about man finna beat him up in his towel. Now, everybody else is dressed. UD probably the first person to get changed. He running there, first person change. Boom, boom, boom. By the time we do the meeting and get done, he in the shower. This man in his towel. Ooh, I'll whoop your ass. This, that, and the third, motherfucker. Ooh. And I'm just standing there like,
Hey, man.
And in this whole time, I'm just registering like, is this how the league is? Like, we whooping motherfuckers in towels?
This how the heat is.
I'm like, dog, we beating motherfuckers up in towels. I seen a man kick a ball out the side of the rim. Dude got balled up. Like, it was a lot of shit that was going on in my rookie year that, like, I really had to translate. Like, I had to look at the good out of it. And I was like, so what was the reason? And in my mind, I was like, what did he do to make that man that mad? Like, what did you say over there to get this man ready to whoop you in his towel?
I just wanted the best for the young
What
fella.
did he say?
I just wanted the best for the young fella.
That's what you wanted to know the best for him? At that time, you wanted the best for him?
I just wanted the best for the young
What did he
fella.
say?
Sometimes I got to crack you, whip you into shape. You know what I'm saying?
First of
Sometimes I
all,
got to whip you into shape. So you know, it's one of those things where it was a game before where, you know what I'm saying, this particular player didn't play well. So I had a conversation with him about, you know, the way that he should be playing, the way he's capable of playing to his level. You know what I'm saying? So the next game he played well, which I was happy for him. I was excited. But I could just hear him sitting in the locker talking to another guy, and he's saying, yeah, motherfuckers acting like I ain't really about this life. I ain't really trying to get this shit out the mud like everybody else is. So I said, well, motherfucker, who you talking about?
Man,
You talking about me?
Man,
You talking about me?
But
Nigga, I whoop your ass.
the crazy part about it, Mike,
Like,
it's
you
like
gotta get nothing out the mud, and you can get it right now.
I'm on the
Damn
other.
the mud.
I'm over here. So it's somebody, it's him, dude he talking to, and it's UD.
Now, clearly, I ain't thought this through because I got my towel on. I ain't thought it through.
Man, I'm
we
over
get the
there.
rumbling, I'm liable to be slanging out here.
Man,
But
listen,
I ain't thought it through. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong? I ain't thought it through.
Dog,
Dog,
ain't thought it through.
dog, I ain't thought it through. All I heard that motherfucker say, they act like, who the fuck is they? Talking about me? Lost my shit, man.
They gotta have
Man,
a name, don't
listen.
they?
Then
Lost
you
my
know
shit.
this man done stood up. The man ain't got on. First of all, you know, all NBA away teams flow ain't the best. This
and
man
they give it a little ass
barefooted.
towels be about the size of that piece of paper.
Man,
That's
he
about
ain't
as big as
give-
the towel I had. Right
Man,
there.
listen, he ain't give no fucks. It went straight from you talk about me to boom. Motherfuckers out
0
there,
to 60.
man, 0 to 60.
Man.
I'm talking about everybody trying to clear chairs out the way. Spo
Okay.
come running in there trying to see what's up. I'm looking
Okay.
at Spo like, you ain't finna help this man.
Nah, he's gonna help
Wait,
him.
one
We
second.
couldn't have helped him. There wouldn't have been nobody that can help him.
So by that time, I was like, man, dog, like I gotta rethink a lot of shit as a rookie. I'm like, dog, like,
That was
I
your
would
rookie
say,
year?
you know
bro,
what?
all this is happening in my rookie
Bam
year.
came in that transition where D Wade had just kind of left, and
Dog.
I was like the guy that had been there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I was the guy that kind of had to like set the
Keep the
standard
standard
and
up. Keep the
understand what
standard
the
up.
culture was
Dog.
about. I might have went a little too hard. I might have went a little too hard, but they got it.
In my
got
mind,
it.
though, you go back to like, yeah, man, most professional, clean cut, woo, and I'm like, people don't even know this man trying to whoop a man in his towel.
Man, listen, man,
That's the OG for you.
they got it.
They got it.
They got it.
It
All the
registered.
years of the Heat being whatever they thought we were, and when the season ended, we always end up what people consider overachieving, which we already thought we could do it anyway. It just take a while, but they get it. You know what I'm saying?
And dog, listen, that was some funny shit.
It's,
That
listen,
was some
we ain't
funny
got
shit.
time to tell the stories about when I got to talk him off the edge.
We're gonna have to do a band part
We're
two.
gonna have to do a band part 2 because there's times where, as much as he sit over here and say that he listened to me, it's times where that man looked in my face and told me, "OG, I don't want to hear that shit. Get
He
away
gave you
from
that
me."
shirt. He gave you that shirt.
Nah, he ain't give me
He
that.
gave you that right there.
Nah, yeah, he give me that. Yeah, he give me that. All this man, I told me a couple times, "OG, I don't want to hear that shit. Get away from me right now." I got to respect that.
Yeah.
I got to respect that. But don't sit here and make it seem like you always listen, motherfucker. 'Cause you don't.
Man, listen,
Don't do that.
I'm an
Don't you
innocent.
dare do that.
All right, so I'll admit this. People can tell when I'm mad or I just don't feel like hearing shit. Because if you say something, I'll just do this.
Oh, give him a thumbs up.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I do this.
I
do
hate
this.
that shit.
Yeah, I don't even make eye contact. They be like, man, you got to do this, that, or third. All right, bro. I'm in my own mind at that time. I ain't got time to hear that shit. That's about it, though. That's about it. Other than that, I receive all information.
And you've told me before, OG, I ain't trying to hear that shit right now. You have said that. I quote.
This is the last question I'm going to ask. So after you gave his old ass a rocket chair and shut him out the door, how different has it been in that locker room with this team in this season without him there?
Man,
I personally, before I go, I think the most undervalued thing is that in the locker room.
100%.
The old school dude who's been through it, who knows where he's at in life, that can help these young kids as long as they'll listen. Like, I think that's undervalued. I think it's one of the most important things on championship teams. So now that you threw his ass out, what does it look like in that locker room? Now, is it the same?
Man, it's different because, I mean, the man was one of those people, like, he could move the needle with anybody in the locker room. So, some person was different from some. You couldn't talk to certain people the same way. And I'm one of the people, I don't know how to do that. Like, that ain't my forte. It's either you.
We working on that.
Yeah, man. Like,
this is patience. We gotta work his patience.
Yeah, like my patience ain't for like when people like this all the time. Like, I ain't got time for that because that don't help me. Because then I'm worried about you and your emotions more than we worry about basketball. But he had time enough and the patience to really go to every single person, and obviously, you build that equity with them. You bank that equity, and he had time to do that with 15 guys by just being in their ear on the court, going out to eat with them off the court. If it was ones, twos, guys getting back in rotation from being hurt, he was always there. But I think the biggest thing is like the experience. Like, you don't have a guy in the locker room who's been in every situation, damn near.
For sure.
He went from not playing, then he'd be starting, then he'd be the sixth man, then he'll get 4 minutes, and then he'll get 10 minutes the next night, 32, then he won't play. And he's been in a lot of these roles that, from our situation, because we have a lot of undrafted dudes, so he's been in a lot of those dudes' situations. And to see that every day, it was like you're trying to teach him that it's somebody here that's made it from the undrafted pool, who's a 3-time champ, who has seen everything but the win in our league. And obviously he ready to fight at any point in time.
we learned that.
We checked this man in the game in Philly. This man poke a man in the eye.
The man slumped me to the ground, bro.
Man,
Dwight, man.
Listen. Man poked the man in the eye.
I tried to poke his motherfucking eye. I tried to poke that motherfucker. I tried to poke a hole to his brain. Motherfucker goes, listen, man, I don't play that much. So the first thing you want to do is when I get in the game and sling my old ass on the ground. How you gonna do? Come on, man. I watch you do that shit every night to these young boys. Don't do that shit to me. And I thought about it. I say, man, goddamn, I'm playing good. I was playing good too. I just got in. I'm making my shots, my shit.
Man.
I'm doing my thing.
Listen,
man, I
dog.
throw me on the ground. Damn.
0 to 100. And and it's funny because he'll start saying, like, I'm trying to work on myself, man. I ain't out here for the bullshit. Like, I'm just trying to go in there and do my job. And it go from that to, man, you don't damn near punch this man in his eye.
Let me explain that. Can I explain that? I thought about it, letting the shit slide. But in my back of my mind, I know I always tell my guys, if you let somebody get away with it once, they're going to do it again.
Oh, for sure.
So I said I can't let him get away with it because my guy's watching. If I let this motherfucker get away with it once, he gonna try it again.
Yeah. Man.
And I always know I tell them the same thing, so I had to stick to my word. The shit cost me a couple grand.
It cost me
a couple grand, but I had to stick to my word.
I've never seen a man get ejected out of a game. And first of all, you set a record for getting tossed. I think it was like 30. It was maybe like a minute and 30 seconds.
Boy, in that minute and 30, I had about 8 points.
Minute and 30 seconds.
That. Tell the story now. Tell it right.
Minute and 30 seconds, the man got 8 points and a toss out. Man, I tried to beat a man up. First of all, I don't even know when the man's jersey came off. Yeah, like he walked to the locker room.
Oh, I threw it off on the way out.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I don't know.
So yeah, man.
I don't know what that was about.
I know what it was about.
don't
He
know,
had some
though.
animosity he needed to get off.
Yes,
I don't
That's
know,
what
though.
that
But
was.
the man threw me on the ground, man. And that, if people don't see, I watch, obviously I pay attention. So the man was actually leading the league in like technical fouls for actually throwing people down on the ground. You know, you try to box somebody out, you sling them on the ground, the muscle, or flex my muscle. I ain't gonna flex my muscle with me. I'm gonna show you these hands. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put these
man.
paws on your ass.
Man, Poke Man and
You know what I'm
I,
saying?
we made it into a
I
shirt because we
can't-
thought it was funny.
And the crazy,
there.
and the crazy thing about it, dog, is like it's all fun and games on the basketball court. I don't never start nothing. I've never started nothing with anybody. You
lying.
can pay attention
He
to
lying.
anything
He
I've
lying.
ever got
He
in.
lying.
I've
He
never
lying.
been the
He
first
lying.
one.
He smacked Tyler Hansborough. He started that.
That
Tyler started
motherfucker
that.
damn near concussed D-Wade.
Yeah, Tyler started that one for
Yeah,
sure.
and then they gave each other 5. That's what fucked it up. When they fouled D-Wade and him and Lewis Munson gave each other 5. That's when I said, okay, I got something for their ass. But the game before that, they had just stitched me up. Nobody don't care about me here. They fucked my whole eye up. Nobody never tell that story. They always tell about when I hit his white ass. What about me? What about me?
I ain't go that far.
Listen, you don't
I ain't
have
go
to.
that far.
This is our show.
You right.
matter.
You right.
Yeah,
You right.
If they
You
don't
right.
like it, they can click on somebody else's shit.
That's right.
It's
That's right.
a lot of shit out there you can watch.
Nothing better than this, though.
Nah, it may not be better than this.
Hey, man, listen, we can do this forever. We appreciate you coming in.
For sure, though.
Go handle business the rest of this year. Go get that defensive
Appreciate
player
you,
of the year,
13,
or
man.
All-Star
For sure,
game.
man.
Carry that number 13 with pride. You see what I'm
Defensive
saying?
player of the year.
That's right. Hey, you
And
gonna get it. But we
defensive player
appreciate
of the
you,
year.
man, for real.
For sure, dog. Appreciate
Championship
y'all.
expectations.
That's it.
All that good shit. What you got, Killer?
That's it. It's a wrap, man. Appreciate
It's a
you
wrap.
coming in, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.